Here in New York City tonight into the migrant crisis, New York's Mayor Eric Adams.
Welcome back. Mortgage rates racing towards 8% now, locking homebuyers out of the market.
Could we be heading toward World War III?
We're going to go to war. I can tell already.
You know, you just have to turn it off because there's an endless amount of depressing topics on the news. You know, we all want to know what's going on. It's good to be informed, but it's a double-edged sword. Are you educating yourself or depressing yourself? So it's important to control what you can control. Now, I'm not saying put your head in the sand, by no means. I think that's part of the reason we have a lot of the problems that we have. People haven't paid attention, but it has to be a balanced mix of being informed and not letting it drive you crazy. The sad news is the percentage of people in the U.S. that report having some type of depression has now reached 29%. That's up 10% from 2015. I can tell you, I get very, very frustrated, aggravated, pissed, for lack of a better word, by what's going on in our world, and I do find it affects my mood. So I'm gonna give you 10 tools that you can live a happier life. These are tools that I'm using right now to help me not let what's going on in our world bring me down, and I hope they help you.
Tip number 1, realize you have a choice.
So if you want to feel happy, it first starts with wanting to feel happy.
People like to sit and dwell. That's right. We like to sit in our own sadness, and we're good at it. You have to shake it off and make a decision to improve your outlook. It is a choice, and you have to make it. Otherwise, nothing will change in your life. Tip number 2, clear your head.
Whether it's 15 minutes or 2 hours, make sure you take time every day to separate yourself from the stresses of your day. Like taking a walk, just as I'm doing now. Go to the gym, partake in some yoga, walk your dog. Truman, he loves when I do this. It's beneficial for him, beneficial for me.
Now, this is when you really should put your head completely in the sand.
Definitely unplug. I think exercise really helps.
Practice the power of positive thinking.
Yeah, the truth is you are responsible for your own happiness. If you're going to sit around and think sad thoughts all day, well, you know where that's going to lead you.
Unhappiness is usually a byproduct of thinking sad thoughts, having negative feelings, or having resentment towards others, or just an overall crappy outlook on life. So if you dwell on unhappy things all the time, life is just going to suck. You have to force yourself not to think negative thoughts. You got to get in the happiness habit.
Yeah, so get in the habit of thinking happy thoughts. While it sounds corny, practicing thinking happy thoughts does work. That's right, people like to complain. I mean, I'm good at that, especially when it comes to politics. I start to turn on the news or read something that just gets me fired up, and the next thing you know, I can feel my blood pressure rising and I get angry. So you have to force yourself not to do that. When I feel myself headed into negative land, I gotta turn it off. So I'll switch it up, put on some upbeat music, try to get my mind off of things I can't control. Do something productive. For me, that's working on a YouTube video, just like this one. The minute you feel yourself going down the rabbit hole, you've gotta switch gears. You know, think about something good in your life. Think about all the things you're grateful for. Think about your family. Think about your pets. Think about your favorite, food like ice cream.
Tip number 4, get social.
Get social. That's right. Pick up the phone, Spend some time with your friends, especially the ones that make you laugh. Make a weekly date of it. Every week, go out for coffee, have some lunch. Put it on your calendar and make it happen. You know, I have a tendency to get enthralled in work and not make time to do these type of things. So you have to treat it like a job. Put it on your calendar, do it weekly, time slot it, and it will happen. You know, eventually this will become a habit that you'll enjoy a great deal. You know, there are miracles happening all around you. There is beauty all around you. You just have to open your eyes and look for it. The simple things in life, they are to be appreciated.
Tip number 5, and my favorite, spend time outdoors.
Spending time outdoors. Can you see the sun shining? Great. How about those birds chirping? You gotta appreciate that.
Just feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin is awesome. You can certainly short circuit those negative thoughts with some sunshine and vitamin D. Consider having your lunch outside. I do it all the time. If you have a patio or a balcony or a place at work with a picnic table, take advantage of it every time there's nice weather. I love sitting outside to read a book, maybe do a little gardening, and just sit outside and enjoy a beverage. And vitamin D is essential to your mental wellness. So make sure to get outside and soak up the sun.
10 minutes a day.
Tip number 6, try some meditation. An effective way to relieve anxiety and stress is by slowing down and attaining peace. I've been experimenting with this by doing a morning meditation.
It helps a great deal, and you can use your phone. There are meditation apps on your phone, from positive affirmations for ways to de-stress, and it's free. I even try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I am also doing some red light therapy. It's good for inflammation, it's good for your skin, so I don the goggles, put my headset on to listen to my 10 to 20 minutes of meditation, positive affirmations, and get my red light therapy all at the same time. You know, you can also just use calming, relaxing music, or just close your eyes and think about nothing.
Number 7, expect to succeed.
Expect to succeed. Expect the best.
If you expect to fail, you'll fail. On the other hand, if you expect to win, more than likely you will win.
So what seeds are you planting in your mind on a daily basis?
Start focusing on the positive. Focus on what's going right instead. And guess what? Over time, things will just start going right. Now, it's not magic. You have to stick with it. And when things do go wrong, instead of just getting mad, say to yourself, what is the lesson in this for me? What have I learned? It's all about changing your mindset.
Whatever you put out into the universe, that's what you're going to get back. If you put out negative thoughts, you're going to get more of that. If you put out positive thoughts, you're going to get more of that. Practice that.
Number 8, limit your exposure to negativity.
That's a big one.
We live in a changing world, and for the most part, things are not changing for the better. From the rising cost of living to your personal freedoms and safety being eroded, it can all be overwhelming. I watch the news daily, and I just have to remind myself I can't let it dominate my thoughts.
You know, there's a lot of crap going on in the world, and being concerned is normal. My advice is to limit your exposure to bad news on TV. Instead of watching it daily, cut it down to maybe 2 or 3 days a week. Instead of spending that time in front of the TV, do something productive. You know, read a book, learn something new, something you've been putting off for a while. Maybe something productive like decluttering your closet. That's on my list. Just reduce your exposure to things that bring you down. Same goes for negative people. You ever heard that saying, birds of a feather flock together? Yeah, it's very true. If you hang around people that are very, very negative, you become very negative. You hang around people that are upbeat, positive, it wears off on you. I will mention to you, you can ruin all of your hard work to maintain a positive mindset by spending just 1 hour with a really negative person. So of course, limiting your exposure will serve you well.
Number 9, humor.
Humor. Yeah, this one by far is my favorite hack. Humor is a very effective way to feel better.
Infuse humor into your perspective. Laughter is a powerful tool for shifting your mindset. Find joy in small moments and don't underestimate the impact of a good laugh. Consider putting on a comedy. That always works for me. In addition to laughter, gratitude is a very powerful emotion. No matter who you are, you can always find something positive in your life. Remind yourself of the challenges you've overcome and the achievements you've attained.
Reframing negative thoughts is a process that requires dedication.
By incorporating these strategies into your daily routine, you can actively transform your life, fostering a positive and resilient mindset.
Well, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments, are these tips that you utilize, even if it's only a couple of them? I love to hear from you, and I do read your comments. Consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed, because I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. My name is Lisa. This is Living with Lisa. I'm going to thank you for being here, and I hope I see you again real soon.